welcome back. For you it might not be that long because I think I have the sixth video in this series thing, and then the 7th and the 8th, and today we're filming the 9th, I think, most likely. But basically we're back in real time me land. My uni is finished, that's what happened. We're currently sitting at like the 16th of, let's open this up because I wrote the stuff down. So we're sitting at the 16th today, and I had stuff that I wanted to do. So basically what I'm trying to say is that it's summer, A, and so I don't have any commitments, so we can get a crack on this. And B, currently, because it's the 16th, on Saturday this week, yeah, Saturday this week, the 6th, would you call it, vlog episode thingy-majig is going to come out, and then afterwards there's going to be the 7th and the 8th, and then this is the 9th, most likely. Basically what it is that I've decided to give myself like a sort of timetable-y thing. I just got a notification from Uber. Anyways, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I had to count the dates. Oh my god, Saturday, Sunday. What I've realized, because I want to build a routine so that like I'm productive even when uni starts. When I was doing this in like the Easter, like, because the last time the episode before this one happened, like, was recorded in mid-April, end of April, somewhere along there. What I'm saying is it's been a while, and I've thought about like how I wanna conduct this summer, where I'm like fake working and I'm clocking in and clocking out. Basically I want to build a routine, so that's why I've got like reading for a bit of the day, and then walking at least 30 minutes, and then those two things. But I want to basically give myself 8-hour days. I've also given myself 12 days off or something. Let me check. Okay, I give myself 8 holiday days because sometimes like family comes over, or like we go over, or like whatever. So I've given myself 8 days off where I don't need to follow the schedule, and then I've got 3 sick days in case I get sick, because sometimes when I get sick I get like knocked out completely. But anyways, so I've also realized that I'm very bad at restarting sort of like a habit, or like getting started is really hard, maintaining it isn't that hard, but if I fall off then it's hard for me to get back on. So that's why I've decided that I'm gonna wake up at like 9:30ish, hopefully, on all of the days. But what my plan is that Friday I don't film, and Saturday and Sunday I don't film, but Saturday and Sunday are going to be like half days, whereas the rest is going to be like full days as in like 8 hours, and then the other ones are going to be like, so Saturday and Sunday is going to be 4 hours each, so that way I still wake up on time, so that on Monday I still wake up at that time and I get going with stuff, because I have a lot to do basically. Anyways, so that's why like I wake up at the right time, and then I finish early, which makes me feel like, oh, I have so much of the day left to do random stuff. Also, I'm not allowed to go overtime because that happens often, and then I just end up getting more burnt out when I go over. So when I clock out, I have to actually clock out and like do something else, like play on my DS or something, like play Professor Layton or something. Anyways, so that's that. So I'm only going to be filming really on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, and I think what's going to happen is that's going to be one like episode, and then this is going to be one episode, and then I'll edit it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which includes like scheduling and thumbnails. So we have a plan. Let's hopefully stick to the plan. I kind of want it to be so that on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday I finish a page type of thing on each day. So if this is your first time here, hi, but I basically have it for my webcomic that I make it in this large canvas that's like about this big, and then I format it for YouTube the way that I format it for YouTube, because these are going to be episodes that are going to go on to my other channel called OKIE Presents, which it's linked in the description, but you don't need to like subscribe because there's nothing there. But I'm going to give myself the deadline of November, because I think I said this in the 6th vlog, because I remember editing it because I edited it recently. But basically last year I aimed for November as well, and I did get started, but it wasn't in comic book form, and then it was very much lacking. So yeah, November. So which means by November I want to complete like at least 3 to 4 chapters Also, we're on chapter 3 right now, but we haven't done chapter 1 or 2 in terms of the drawing and stuff. But it's fine because it's kind of like we're finding our footing with this chapter. And then we'll go back to making chapter 1 and 2 good. So anyways, with the scrolly thing for the YouTube part, basically that last 180 by whatever dimensions that YouTube videos are in has to overlap with the second pages that. So that's the YouTubing format, and then the webtoon format is like webtoon. Okay, chat, do I want to upload this to webtoon? I think like it would be a vibe if I do. But yeah, anyways, I'm just like formatting it so it's easier when the time comes for if I want to post it. Or do I make my own website? But that's like a whole other tangent. That's like, but that would require like putting in extra effort. But anyways, they have like something where it's like 800 by 1280, like the pixel dimension thingamajigs, which is a lot smaller than my resolution over there. So that's why I don't draw on the pages. A, because it's very hard to make it connect without drawing on a big thing, and then B, because I don't want it to be fuzzy if I upscale it. So I just draw it big. I think that's it. Also, I'm not going to really be paying too much attention about like standardizing my art for the webcomic. Like, I'm just not going to care because my art is not standard. It's not really like, it's not really consistent is the word. But we're trying to be consistent with the vlogs, so there's that. Anyways, yeah, also, if I'm not filming, then I can watch and draw if I feel like it, but the main priority is getting those done. So yeah, we're gonna start with the 13th page. So give me a moment, I'm gonna set up my iPad and stuff. So yeah, see ya. Also, no, wait. I got these, which are so cute, but I haven't from it. Now I have to remember which one has what. But basically they have like 10 sorry, I don't really like that thinking. But anyways, they've got 10 pins inside. Don't die, my god. Okay, anyways, whenever I finish one thing, I put stuff in, and then at the end I just eat ice cream or have something. It's like a marble jar. It's basically a marble jar, like in primary school, if you had those. It's fun. It keeps me actually entertained. I mean, more focused than anything. But anyways, so I'm gonna set up and then we'll see where we left off. Okay, so I'm back. It looks like we have like a outline for page, is it 13? Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my accent. I'm so sorry. This happens all the time when I like would you call it, watch shows, because I just end up like copying accents. Like, I think I have a very weak accent. I've like said this like 3-4 times, but like I watched Doctor Who and then there was like at least one Scottish person per season or so, like main cast wise. So I just picked that up like subconsciously and I couldn't get rid of it. But yeah, so this isn't actually page 12, it's page 13. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy this and just sort of rearrange it in that maybe. Or do I want to put it, okay, right. I mean, like, these aren't that great, so I could just not. Okay, let's yeet that away. Basically, this should be a bit bigger, so I'm just gonna enlarge it, not that much. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this and bring it over to the canvas that I'll actually be working on. Where is paste? About the reference, okay, I know what I'm referring to, so I have to go and grab that, but I don't know if there's spoilers there, so you're not gonna see it, but I'll just do it. So get rid of that, and then that says I turned around or something. What we have is, actually I should probably reread this scene so I have a better understanding of what's going on. Well, clearly this has been crossed out, so we can cross that out. What I might do is I might import the text actually. So I think these are supposed to be a lot larger, and then potentially that is useless. So I did have another referencey thing, so I'm just pasting that in now. Look at that. Okay, so we have the text over here. So not exactly I started walking again is from the last part, I believe. See, I also don't know what's gonna happen later on because obviously stuff is going to be spoiler. This I don't think is that major spoiler. Neither do I think a lot of people are going to sit through these vlogs. But I also don't want to spoil it for people who are thinking. But like, again, this is a very beginning scene. Like, nobody really cares about it. Not exactly. I started walking again. Okay, yeah. Hiya. So storage issues, but I had stuff that I could delete, like the old episode sort of footage, because it's on my computer. Yeah, so anyways, I was saying that, God, what happened? Why is like half her face redacted? Where did it go? Am I really gonna do this? No, I'm not. I'm just gonna import it again. Okay, we're back. I rethingied it, so that is what we're missing. So seems about the right size. I'm just going to select this part and then invert it and then get rid of everything else. And then on that layer, select this part, get rid of it. And then we've got Laura's disgusted face. It's a bit hot as well, and I'm trying my best to like not put the fan on for audio and stuff, but I might have to dip and just watch something and work at the same time, because either way I don't want the footage to be too long, because I can't really take you along for all the process, especially if I want to combine Monday stuff and Tuesday stuff together. So there's that as well that I need to consider. And is it too clashy? Is it too high? I don't know. Do we have too much going on? So, also, I'm trying to avoid my phone whilst trying to look, and I think that's hurting my neck. So I don't know, chat. I kind of want to dip. So it'll go blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Or actually, yeah, we can make that side lining with that. This looks like one of those ransom letters at this point. Yeah, okay, let's imagine something like that right over here. I don't like that it's not showing me where stuff is. But anyways, that's going to be like a speech bubble from Laura. And she's being sneaky, trying to get on Rookie's nerves. And then she's like, I turned around hoping to see you while I'm blah 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 blah. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do is liner and speech bubbles, because those are things you've seen me do and struggle so many times. I'm going to do off screen. So I'm going to take a break here from recording basically, and maybe figure out the layer a bit more. Maybe we're going to bring things down a bit, trailing, and then we're going this sort of way, except for the speeches. Well, you know what, we can bring this over here, and we could also bring this down a bit. I don't know, leave me alone. Okay, I'm gonna go now and probably watch something whilst I'm drawing, and I'll do the liner and probably the speech bubbles, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, bye. Okie dokie, so we're back. The time is 3:25. I did take like an hour's break in between, which is fine by me. But anyways, so we've got the line art done, and we've got, I don't know what I just undid and redid, so whatever. Okay, so we've got line art now, and I'm probably gonna keep the sketch layer underneath, because I just, for like the bit more like chaotic scenes, I just like how it makes it a bit extra. You might notice that this is flipped, because I realized that it doesn't make sense the other way around, because the wall side, like the house side, isn't on this side, it's meant to be on that side, because it's always been like they've always been walking past it. The houses or whatever would be on that side of them, like Laura's left hand side. So if it's on her left hand side, when she's looking over from like A, it would be on the left hand side here. So no, wait, what's that? Yeah, that is left. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Anyways, so that's the left, and then it would still be on the left, but she's looking back. She's like, because we're in the same camera view point. Anyways, we have her looking this way though for this, but then she's kind of looking back at the camera-ish type thing. It doesn't really matter. The logic is fine. It's fine. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select her skin color, and I think I'm gonna start with the skin, because there's quite a bit of skin in this one to draw. So I did keep this on top. I don't know if I want to do I want to change this to be pink as well, because I think that would be fun. So we might do that. So with our sketch layers, if we alpha lock it, and if we put the opacity up so we can select like more of a magenta actually. Okay, so if we select that, and then we just make all of them a bit more magenta. Oh, I didn't realize those bits would be coming in. But like, to be fair, those add to like the messiness, so I don't mind them yet. I might later on mind them, but for now they're fine. Yeah, I might get rid of those actually. Okay, this is bad. I keep leaning down because I'm trying to look like my phone's here. And so I keep leaning like this to look in, but I shouldn't. So I might pull this back a bit. Basically, you're in the way. Give me a second. Okay, I just redid things so that stuff isn't that much in the way. It is still in the way in the fact that I cannot see my arrow key thing. Hopefully that works out for you because this is the best angle for me so far. So I'm gonna clean it up a little bits and bobs from around. Okay, you know what, I'll leave the other bits and bobs. I'll see how I feel about them later. So now moving on to, actually I don't like that. Okay, fine, you got me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select these sort of bits that I want to keep. So for example, that, and this kind of piece I want to keep. So I want to keep those things. That's not what I wanted to do. So now I can invert and just push them all away. Anyways, weather-wise as well, like the weather's not that bad. I turned off the fan right now. But I had it on the like whole time whilst I was drawing. Also, I realized that you lot haven't seen the 12th page that I drew and the 11th page because I did that off camera, like when I had free time from uni and stuff. So I will show you that at the end. Kind of depends how long I take with all of this. Sometimes it's just a lot more easier to just give in and do it this way instead of using the brush, but I also do like using it. So I'm a creature of habit, something like that, maybe. Eek. Anyways, it's funny, I think I'm not going to add any hair in either one of these. Anyways, I did some eye studies as well and I realized, wow, I don't really draw eyes from many angles, so that was something. I have such bad posture, it's so bad. Right, I don't need to care about that. I don't want to press too hardly. I've realized that in some cases I've been pressing hard, but I don't remember why. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Can you tell? And if she looks crazy, it's because she is. I think I used this round brush somewhere and I can't remember where. Like, I think I started using it. Yeah, I think that looks round brushes. Right? That's why it looks different, because I decided I'm not sticking to my routines and I didn't do that one because I'm a bit stupid. Huh? Is that skin tone different? Oh, I get why it's different. It's because of all the coloring. Do I have to put this on multiply? Okay, well now I'm in a bit of a predicament. Or what I do is I just select this and then color balance it. I think that's the right one. Maybe not. Use saturation brightness and just make it. Is that a true white, chat? I think that's a true white. Because then if it's a true white, then I can just put it on multiply like that and it shouldn't affect, but I don't think it's a true white because it's showing through, meaning it's going to tamper with my colors. Okay, but to be fair, that's not that bad, right? From that to that, that's fine by me. Does she need ears? Did I not draw ears? Does she need ears? It's kind of odd ears. Oh, like indication that there's probably ears there. Does she have, I don't know if she has her ears pierced or has anything inside her ears. I mean, I've kind of been drawing it without, I guess. This is kind of weird that it's not showing the right layer. Anyways, this is all just reminding me bad posture. I have chat. I feel like my voice is going. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, so that's the skin base color. Should we do the skin? I think we should before we move on. Oh wait, this is not the one that I wanted to use. I wanted to use this, but I also don't know if I want to use this, you know? But then again, I also did say that I'm not going to be that strict. I don't know, I'm in two moods. It's like either I just try and get the coloring to look, it's fine. I don't really need to care about the coloring that much, I think. I hope. Okay, now on to the shadows. Okay, I think I use this brush for it, so I will use that brush for it. Can you not? Thank you. What are these? These are the shadows, aren't they? I mean, the good thing is because I did decide to do this on a separate layer is that I can always just what do you call it? I don't know how the scrunchy part look. Does that work? It kind of works. Is that I can come back and tweak it in case I want to. I don't actually mind it in the corner. Do I want like blood draining, everything darkened type of vibe? It's like, oh, actually, I like that. It's like, huh? Yeah, I like that, actually. Okay, so we have that. I think this is really helping me sort of fasten up the pace. I also found out when I'm like, because I gave myself 8 days off. So 4 of those days, because basically 3 of those days I'm going are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. And then I'm going to give myself Thursday off as well because I need like a day to recover. Which is kind of okay, but that means like 4 pages. I'll be like 4 pages low. But again, I only had 8 days. So it's fine. But that means I'll be 4 pages behind, but it's not really behind because whatever. Basically, I'm going back to work, question mark, quotation marks, on Saturday, Sunday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's editing time, which is fine as well. I thought I was missing the editing period. I thought I was going for the weekend, but no, I'm not. Anyways, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is my editing week, I'm still not gonna shuffle it around and do my drawings that day. I'm just gonna edit because either way I do have a backlog currently, as in like I've got the 7th episode and the 8th episode, and then this is the 9th, so it's fine, basically, is what I'm saying. It's okay, life happens. I kind of really like this where you can see her being like hee sneaky or whatever. Okay, I'm back. There was just noise in the background. Anyways, what do I want to do next? I just used, let's just do all of the things. So her eyes are mainly this color, and then with a bit of that highlighting. No, wrong layer. Move on to her hair. Her hair is like this color. So that's that. Let's do her scarf, which is, I guess, a bit more of that color, or more so of this color. Rookie is this dark navy color, which might be adjacent to a bit of her clothing. And then those were a bit more of a yellow color, but 1 second. Actually, I want to add a little bit of a white highlight, not over there, over here. I don't think that looks cute, but I'm gonna do it in a different pencil. Guys, help. I think it's fine. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter that much. Why do I need everything to look nice? This is perfectionism. This is so perfectionism. I can just add a little bit more to her blushes, even though they don't really make sense, but it's okay because nothing makes sense in my style. Okay, wait, why didn't that work? Okay, let's see. We have teeth, yay. So that means that's easy to reference. I'm just gonna blend them down now. Oh, that makes her teeth look so gray. I'm gonna brighten them up a bit. Hee. Okay, and then here. She looks so crazy. What the hell? You know what? It's fine. It's not fine. Help! Why am I like this? My gosh. Okay, that looks fine. Can you see that, chat? Now we're gonna move on to her hair. I don't know, chat, do you want to stay or do you want to leave? You can go. As in, like, okay, let's do her eye actually. Oh, I don't think we did this part too well. I don't know, chat. Should I just go and then we can rendezvous, sort of, or something? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here so that I can quickly do this whilst rocking on my chair and not caring about perspective and everything. I mean, not caring about perspective, like your perspective, your perception. No. Yeah, your perspective, I guess. But basically, I'm just going to work on it, just do the same things that we've been doing. And hopefully, sorry, I got distracted. Anyways, I'll do the coloring basically, and then I'll come back and I'll do the coloring and the formatting and come back and show you the last 2 pages plus today's page in the webcomic format. So yeah, that's it. Ta-da. That's it for now. See ya. Okay, so we're back, but it's actually the next day. Ta-da! We have the sky, which is slightly more brighter in case you noticed that, and we have Laura. don't know if I mentioned this before, but I realized that she should be facing this side, not that side, because of the way that reality works, I guess. But like because the wall is always on her, like that side here, you see. So anyways, yeah, that's that. I think I'll show you that in motion because I haven't shown you. So this is page 13. Today I'm working on page 14. What I also did was made the templates. So before I show you the like previous pages and stuff, I'll show you the template that I made, kind of. But the thing is, it's a bit rusty because it's been a while since I've made a template. The templates I draw inside my sketchbook. So inside here, the spacing out is different because it's a lot more squashed here and it gets spread out over there, like in terms of pages or layouts, or like this like little section-y bit, if it will focus. I kind of missed out over there because I misread something and I skipped down to these, so that section kind of needs to come in between that. So I'll play around when I touched that when I went to focus this. Anyways, so I'll play around with this in Procreate, but before I do that, I'll show you the, so this is probably a better view, but I think like you definitely saw this part, so we can just start from like here. Some of these pictures, like this one and like the last picture when she goes like, but Rookie's like running in the wrong direction, which is what you'll see later on, is a lot more better in like the webtoony format, like the scrolly format, than it is in the YouTube format. But because I'm catering to both, there are like some scenes that are like more better in this format and some that are more better in the other one. Also, like speed wise, it's probably not going to be at this speed, like it'll be a bit more dynamic in accordance to like my narration. Like I'll not freeze frame, but like I'll slow stuff down and I'll fasten it up in accordance. But yeah, for now I keep it like I have everything set for like 16 sort of seconds, so that basically that I can see if it's a seamless transition between the start of one and the end of the other. Like that's the transition. I just noticed because down there. Yeah. We're not really in major spoiler territory because this is just like one kind of long scene between Rookie and Laura. So this is the new stuff. As you can see, like the sky is getting brighter. It's getting more colorful, but I think that's just because of my coloring as well. Like it's just every so often. But also, the sky changes color a lot, so. In real life as well, that's what I mean. But like this scene works a lot better if you could see the whole part, which you can in the sort of webtoon version rather than this version. But I like how I colored it. You can kind of see it looks a bit bluey and a bit grey, like the text. Usually the text is in this sort of darker brown, black adjacent color. Like that's like a very dark brown. It's like darker than the outline brown. Like it's done in a very brown black color, not a true black, but to make it look more like it was her who was screaming, or maybe she was the one who's writing it, or whatever, to make it look more like schoolgirl aesthetic, I guess, because Laura is a schoolgirl. I did it as if like it's written in like an inky bluey. It's like not really coming that across in camera. It's in more of like a bluey grey. But yeah, it's funny. Okay, so that's it for now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture of this, and then I'm gonna put it into Procreate and just space it out like I did last time with the templates. And then I'll show you the templates that I come up with. I think this is enough for like pages 15, 16, and 17, but we'll see. But if it is enough for page 15, 16, and 17, that means that we're going at a very slow pace, which I knew that we were because I'm doing a lot of drawings, and it isn't written in the format of a comic, it's written in the format of a novel, so it is quite wordy, but it's fine. So yeah, I'll see you. Hopefully I can make this fit into 2 pages, because then I'm set for tomorrow and the day and today, but don't know about that. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so it's 12:30 and we're back. The fan is on. I don't know if it was on before, but good news, bad news, kind of double-edged sword. The drinks that I did are enough for page 14 and 50. That means that we're working at a faster pace, which is what I wanted, but it also means that I have a lot more to do for this page, because if I spread this along 3 pages, then it would mean less individual like artwork and stuff. So more progress but more work for today, but that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna film a lot today because I looked at the footage yesterday and I have quite a bit of footage, and I want to keep like the vlogs under like 30 minutes and stuff. So yeah, I'm probably gonna check back in when it's coloring time. So in between, or do I want to come at coloring time? I might come at like the highlight time, like when like the finishing bits and bobs, because that's kind of the more like satisfying part of it, and we kind of skipped that yesterday. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I've already explored it, but I don't know if you can tell with the way that the canvas looks. Basically, the way that this is laid out is that the top section and this pink section, so this like purpley burgundy, I don't know, this purpley color on the top, and then the pink at the bottom is 1 page and 2 page, but it's just laid out this way so that I can see the flow of everything as it comes down. But it doesn't match my canvas's dimensions, but that's okay, because that means it's easy for me to just like play around with stuff. Like I can kind of show you in the video thing if it shows up. Being slow, I hope my iPad doesn't die on me because it is quite the laggy creature. Anyways, okay, well whatever, we'll keep it out of its misery. But basically, so I can play around with it on the sidelines as I'm sort of like jigsawing it through. Anyways, so I turn that off usually so that there's transparent pixels, and then what I do is I save this and then I import it into my canvas and then just scale it up using the sort of like, you know, the snapping tools as well, to make sure that it sticks to each side of the canvas, and basically make it as big so that it stops at like either page 14 or page 15. So that's the plan. Then I'm gonna ink it, then I'm gonna put word balloons in it, maybe text as well, and then coloring, and then coming back to you for the final touches, like adding the decimal bits everywhere. So yeah, see ya. So it's 6:40 and I have finished everything. I know I said that I would do like the decimal sort of details with you, but I ran out of time because I was like, oh, it was already over 5:40, which is when I was supposed to quit. But yeah, it's fine. So it's about 6:40. Yeah, it's like 6:50 now. I still need to format these things, but I like that. Oh, I'm gonna erase that actually. Oh. You know what? At least you were here for that. Did you even see that? I don't even know. But yeah, that's my mood. That's my mood right there. But yeah, that's it for now, I guess, because again, didn't really record it. But I'm thinking, like, is 4 pages a day like a bit unreasonable? As in 4 pages in total unreasonable? Like 4 pages a week. But I don't know. We'll see. I might add stuff to Friday, as in like on Friday make templates for the next week or whatever and stuff like that, so then that way I have like the templates all ready to go. But saying so, like yesterday I didn't really need to make a template. I kind of did spend a while on the template though, so yeah, maybe that's a good idea that I will do. But I am proud of this dynamic pose. I basically did some pose drawing before, so I just used a pose that I had made, sort of the sketch thereof. Actually, I think I have the sketch there. Yeah, you can see the sketch, that pink one, which I just like copied and pasted from another file. But that's the scene so far. I know that some of these pages are a lot more jam-packed than others, this one being one because it's a bit of a dynamic scene with it where everything's moving a bit fast, everything's a bit more fast-paced, so it might be a bit more harder to push through right now, and it might sort of dissolve later. But I also don't want to work myself. So I'm just gonna go take a nap now. I'm probably gonna, format it properly. I've been watching Secret of the Mimic playthroughs whilst I've been doing these, just so that I have something in the background. So I have a bit left in the playthrough that I'm watching, so I might just finish it off whilst I'm doing the sort of formatting and stuff. But that's it for today. So yeah, see you.